Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment, and Marvel Comics is releasing an omnibus of the Predator comic book. However, they are censoring 2 issues of the book, and we're going to have a look at this because not just are they censoring these 2 issues by removing them as well, which means they are removing 50 pages of content, but they aren't dropping the price. They're keeping the price as is. So let's have a look at this. So Marvel Comics censors Predator for anti-Semitism and racial content. An omnibus removes 2 issues, reducing the content by more than 50 pages at the same cost. Marvel Comics is censoring the release of the Predator Omnibus Volume 2 due to apparent concerns surrounding anti-Semitism and racial content. Originally, the omnibus collected Predator comics released by Dark Horse Comics from 1986 through 2017. However, Marvel has removed 2 issues that contain over 50 pages of content. Marvel is now making the Predator Omnibus returnable, as Marvel originally advertised the release with the 2 issues. However, it is also learned Marvel is not dropping the price. Removing the omnibus includes Predator, Hell Come a Walkin' number 1 and number 2 from 1998, and the short story included in Dark Horse Presents number 137 from 1986, which reduces the number of pages from 1048 to 992. The content features racial slurs set during the Civil War, and Nazis are portrayed as villains. Why wouldn't they be portrayed as villains? So, Predator Hell Come a Walkin' is from writer Nancy Collins with art by Dean Ormston. The content features what looks to be a Confederate soldier being racist against a Union POC soldier. Here is the depiction of the comic. It's the Civil War. A nation is divided against itself, and the once green countryside runs red with blood. Even as the conflict destroys towns and families, it serves as bait. Bait for a predator. When 2 opposing bands of soldiers bear witness to the predator's gruesome atrocities, they realize they have an enemy greater than each other. But can they lay aside their differences long enough to defeat their common foe? The short story, featured in Dark Horse Presents number 137, contains Nazis, but they apparently don't express direct references to any racial group. But heat and melting is said, which might be viewed as offensive. Here is a depiction of this comic book. A Nazi commandant will risk anything to locate a hidden cache of gold, but when he finally finds it, he also discovers that the treasure has a guardian. Ron Mars and Coludo Castellan put a new spin on Predator. Also in this issue, the explosive conclusion to the arc and another chapter of My Vagabond Days by X-Men writer Steven Seagal and artist Stefano Gradiano. I have no idea how you pronounce his last name. So the Predator Omnibus number 2 is due out on March 26th next year. Amazon still has the censored and removed issues listed. So to complete your library of classic Predator comics, it's hunting season across the earth and in all areas. When the crew of the blah blah blah, and it just goes on and on and on and lists all the books that are in here, like Predator Hunters 1 and 2, 1 to 4, Predator Hunters 3, and then even materials from Dark Horse Presents. And yes, it's listed saying numbers 1 to 4, 1 to 7, which is the censored one. Free Comic Book Day 2009 Predator, and it has all the other ones. So they're removing these issues altogether by the sounds of it. Marvel themselves, maybe not Amazon, but they're not reducing the price of what they're charging, even though you're losing over 50 pages of content. It's a bit strange. I'm surprised they don't just stick a little warning onto it. I mean, you have to take into consideration when these books were written. How long ago? Like, one was written in 86. Like, come on. Really? Like, the people, let's be honest, the people who get offended aren't reading these things anyway. So why do they feel the need to censor it or remove it? And here's one of the other issues then as well, is here's where we're always saying buy physical media and stuff like that, because once you have it, they can't change it. Here they are changing it before you can buy it, which is a problem in itself. I'm sure these issues will pop up somewhere that you can probably purchase it, but they are doing their damnedest to censor it because it might be problematic. For who? For who? Like, if it's set in the Civil War, here's a bit of history for you. They spoke like that. Like, the way they speak in the comic that they're gonna find offensive. They spoke like that. And Nazis and stuff, yeah, they are a part of history. Yeah. You know, this is the same company, Disney owned Marvel, Disney are the same company who put out a movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, where his goal was to save Hitler. That's right. To stop the villain of that movie meant he was saving Hitler. But they have an issue with 2 comic books from the 80s referencing stuff from the Civil War and the Second World War. Like, Jesus, that's really getting out of hand now. But there you go, they're censoring this omnibus of Predator comic books, yet they are still going to charge you full whack for it, because why wouldn't they? So with that, I will leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.